Good Saturday morning, early risers. I'm Jennifer Mullen, and this is your CBS6Albany.com morning update. State police were on the scene of a hazmat situation in Del Mar overnight. It was between the Delmarva bypass and Kenwood Avenue on the south side of Delaware Avenue. State police were there for hours, along with the contaminated crime scene emergency response team. You can see in this footage people in hazmat suits working inside the house and then getting decontaminated as they came out. The state police tells us this particular team responds to any clandestine drug lab, crime scenes, or potential crime scenes that could have nuclear, biological, chemical, or explosive contaminations. A lieutenant we spoke to says they were extra careful handling this scene because they didn't exactly know what they were dealing with.
They appear to be very old. The gentleman who passed away at the home some time back had items from his history that go back several decades.
The scene is secured this morning. The lieutenant says the man's family found the stuff while clearing out his house. It's still unclear whether the items being analyzed this morning are powder substances, liquid, or solids. Well, we continue our coverage this morning after a wreck leads to a nasty car fire in Clifton Park. It happened on Barney Road. Eyewitnesses we spoke to say they did everything they could to try and save the driver.
100% it was engulfed, and we opened the door to one of the guy, Anthony. He opened the door, and they drag him out and push him inside the water, and he will keep saying, "Oh, my life is over, you know, like, let me go." And we just push him inside the water, and that's why we yell at him, just stay in the water.
No word yet on the driver's condition this morning. The Saratoga County Sheriff's Office has not released anything on this accident other than it's still under investigation this morning. We have an update this morning to a story we brought you earlier this week. The city of Schenectady has brought in an animal safety expert to inspect and review its animal shelter after allegations of dogs living in poor conditions. We showed you the kennel, which is located on the grounds of a water treatment plant and not open to the public. An animal advocate sent us pictures of the inside of the kennel, claiming the dogs were not being properly cared for. The Schenectady Police Department says although its kennel has passed state inspections and they believe it's safe, they'll now be working with the Animal Protection Federation on spot checks. Happening today, New York's largest free three-day weekend music festival will take place this weekend. The Hudson Music Festival draws in thousands of people. Over 100 acts, more than 400 musicians. Definitely a sight to see. It's all taking place throughout the city of Hudson this weekend. Albany Bike Share Week starts today and will run through Friday. Bikes will be available from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. near Washington Park, Lark Street, and Tricentennial Square. All you have to do is register online, grab a bike, and you're on your way. This week is part of a month-long Capital Region Bike Share Month pilot program. It ends August 15th. And also in Albany, if you had plans to go to the Lincoln Park pool today, you still can go. You're just going to have to wait until this afternoon. Because of a severe storm earlier this week, the pool had to be completely drained. The pool will be closed until about noon today. We have a traffic alert to tell you about. The Urban Raid 5K is today in Albany. That means there's going to be some road closures and parking restrictions to be aware of. State Street on both sides between South Swan and Eagle Streets. Lincoln Park on both sides of Park roadways between Eagle and Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard, and the east side of South Swan Street from Madison Avenue to State Street will all be closed off. This is in effect right now until 6 o'clock tonight. Expect to be rerouted around Morton Avenue and Madison Avenue as well. And happy birthday is in order to Smokey the Bear. Smokey turned 70 today. Here you can see two bears posing for pictures with the California state flag. Washington, D.C. is also throwing Smokey a big 70th birthday bash today. Finally, time for this week's Saturday shout out. This week's shout out is for two lovebirds, Don and Diane Blakesley from Clifton Park, New York. Don and Diane just celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary on July 25th. They renewed their vows, and then their children took them to dinner at Verdell's in Troy. Verdell's is where Don took Diane on their very first date. Don and Diane have lived in the Capital Region all their lives. They are both retired now, and I hear that they're still an amazing pair of role models, especially for their kids, teaching the importance of never giving up when it comes to love. Don and Diane, congratulations on your love and your beautiful family. We wish you good health and many more years of happiness. 50 years, what a milestone. All right, if you know someone that deserves a Saturday shout out, email me. Make sure you attach a picture of the person that you're nominating and, of course, a description explaining why you're nominating them. That's your CBS6Albany.com morning update. Check back throughout the morning for updates and breaking news. Eric will have the latest weather forecast right here on the homepage. I'm Jennifer Mullen. I hope you have a great day.